Question 2. How effective is the combination of your main product and ancillary text? My ancillary texts were mainly focused on the topic of documentary, which was everyday addiction. I used a picture of a young boy aged between 16 and 18, as this fitted in with my target audience. Also, I incorporated drugs into the picture to relate to the subject, which was addiction. However, it is a contrast to the literal meaning of everyday addiction, as the meaning to the documentary was hypothetical addictions that are legal, and whether they were as addictive as maybe the drugs that are illegal and have literal addictive properties. From my newspaper advertisement, I found that using a black and white picture for the background was a good way of portraying the darkness and the way that the addiction is portrayed as to being a bad and dark thing. I used a standard Channel 4 newspaper advertisement as inspiration from a poster from my research of conventions of newspaper advertisements. Also, on the advertisement, I used different gradients and levels to make the image look darker and more in depth in order to create a response from the audience. I think that my poster combines well with the documentary, as it makes the audience question whether the documentary will be about literal addiction or drugs or a very dark theme, whereas the documentary itself has quite a neutral based argument which has both points, which is not, as it is not a fully expository documentary, it is both-sided and not just a one-sided argument to say that the things that are shown in the documentary, for example beauty, caffeine, smoking, are literally addictive. They are just questioned from the public, which is why the poster is a good way of intriguing the audience. In regards to my radio advertisement, I think that it fits well with the combination of the poster and the documentary, as it gives a slight insight to what the documentary is about, what it will question, what issues it will raise with the local community and the 16 to 18-year-olds that we interviewed and spoke to whilst filming the documentary. It also includes the song Amy Winehouse Rehab, which is ironic to the fact that she was a drug user. The song is about her drug habits, and it also relates back to the poster, which has obviously a picture of a person that is hypothetically smoking marijuana, which is a drug, which then again makes the audience wonder whether the documentary will be about drugs or whether it is hypothetical addiction. Having the quotes from the documentary within the radio ad also intrigues the audience, because the quotes that we used didn't have anything drug related, which took away the stress of drugs, as we didn't really incorporate drugs into the documentary. However, they are still addictive, which portrayed the addiction that the documentary is about. Overall, I think the combination of the poster and the radio ad with the documentary works very well, as it intrigues the audience, makes them question what the documentary will be about, and makes them wonder what issues it will raise for the audience. And it also challenges the fact that Some people may not think these things are addictive, some people may think they're addictive. It just basically exposes the community of today and young people, as the target audience is between the ages of 16 to 18. It also shows young people that a lot of their generation have similar habits and are into similar things that may become hypothetically addictive to them. So yeah, overall I think that from viewing the poster and listening to the radio ad, it will cause my audience to want to watch the documentary and fill their purpose by advertising it.